Let's take the family on a trip to the Middle East tonight for dinner. Lamb kofta. This savory kebab slash skewer with a creamy zippy yogurt sauce is so fabulous. Use ground beef if you don't want to use ground lamb, and you'll have this ready in 20 minutes. Hey there, welcome into Taylor Kitchen, and today we are making a delicious Middle Eastern meal for us. It's lamb kofta. And I have a lamb. You don't have to use lamb if you're not a fan of lamb. Other countries consume it far more than we do. You can substitute ground beef. You can also substitute ground turkey or chicken, but it's less fat, so you would need to add a little bit of mayonnaise or something. But the kofta is essentially like a skewer or a kebab. Really easy to put together. You'll see, it's gonna be so fabulous. And I'm gonna start in here by mixing all my ingredients. When you're making something like a meatloaf or meatballs or anything where you're going to mix ground meat with a bunch of different things, always start with everything but the meat first and mix all those together. The more you mix the meat, the tougher your meatball, your meatloaf, or whatever it's gonna be, will be. So we're gonna save that by doing everything we can first, mixing it all together. And I need an onion, a small onion, or this is about half of a larger onion. I want it to be really well incorporated into the meat mixture. The easiest way to do that is grate it on a box grater, and I'm gonna do it quickly so as hopefully not to cry. Nice. Okay. Grated onion in. All right, then I'm going to add the zest of a lime or a lemon, whatever you want. I had both on hand, but the limes were about to go bad. So I'm like, I need to go ahead and use those. So I'm going to grate in the zest of a lime, and I'll use the juice in the lovely sauce, the yogurt sauce that's gonna go with these. Zest it right over the bowl so all those essential oils from your citrus go in as well. It gives it so much flavor. It's really good. Okay, perfect. Now I need some Middle Eastern spices, which are a bit of cumin, a little bit of garlic powder. For some heat, some Aleppo chili flake. They're florally and smoky and just a great chili flake. It's not as spicy as the chili flakes you might be accustomed to using. And then I have cinnamon. Cinnamon is found very commonly in Middle Eastern savory dishes, and it just lends that perfect Middle Eastern note. And then I don't have fresh herbs on hand right now. And typically I would love some fresh mint, some parsley in this, but I don't have it. I did have a little bit of dried mint. It's just not herb garden season for me right now, so I'm using what I have on hand. A little bit more. And you know, when you have herbs that have been in your cupboard for a little while and you're not certain if they're going to lend as much flavor, the best thing to do when you add them is rub them between your fingers, and it releases those oils that are still in it, and now they smell really good. Okay, all I need to do, almost forgot my salt. Anytime you're using a pound of a ground meat, essentially you're gonna need a teaspoon of salt. So I just mix all that together. And then I'm gonna add my lamb. I will get in here with my hands eventually, but for now, I'm going to use this fork and kind of mash the ground lamb up with all those spices and that onion. And I can tell they're going to lend a lot of flavor because I can smell it already. It smells phenomenal. I'm going to debling before this next step, which is forming the meat mixture onto some skewers. Now, I thought today I would use this little George Foreman grill. It's raining cats and dogs outside. That's the reason I didn't go to the store to buy fresh herbs, and also why we're not grilling outdoors. It's very, very rainy. So I've soaked my skewers. Essentially, I just wrapped them in a wet paper towel, and they've been sitting here for about an hour or so. They're nice and soaked, so they're not gonna, especially if you're gonna have them on an open flame grill, they're not gonna flame up. And then I need to take a nice amount of the mixture, and I want to form it around the skewer. And when I put it in this George Foreman, it's going to flatten it down just a little bit, which is fine. It's going to cook quicker that way. Let's do my next one. This is a small grill, so I'm just going to cook 2 at a time. You can do this indoors over like one of those griddle skillets. I have one of those, but I thought I would just use this. I don't pull it out very often. It was actually in a closet in a bedroom. And I'm like, oh, it's perfect for a nice rainy day. And it will cook these very nicely and pretty quickly. Now, if you don't want to skewer these, you certainly don't have to. You can just form them into these, any size patty that you want. It doesn't even have to be the oblong kind. But typically that's what a kofta is. This is telling me it's ready to go. So, 2 kofta going into my little George Foreman grill. Sizzle, sizzle, that's what I want to hear. While those are sizzling away, we're going to make a quick yogurt sauce. And I have some chopped cucumber, finely diced cucumber in here. And I'm going to add some Greek yogurt. And to carry on the Middle Eastern vibe, just a little bit of the dried mint. I would really like fresh mint, but like I said, I didn't want to get out today, and the herb garden is done for the season. And then I'm going to add just a tiny bit of cumin in here. You say cumin or cumin? A little pinch of salt. And then the juice of this lime. You could use lemon if you wanted. Really up to you. And it's going to make a nice, tangy, cool sauce to go with these very, very savory skewers, koftas. All right, let's see if I might need to get out my whisk, but I'm going to try to just stir this with my little spoon. That looks pretty good. It just smells so fresh and tangy. The great thing about using this George Foreman grill is that I'm not going to have to flip these over. They're going to cook on both sides at the same time. It's great. All that's left is for our skewers to finish cooking, and we will be ready to dig in. Hey there, if you haven't yet, please take a moment to turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us. And give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really, really helps out our channel, and we love, love, love to hear from you. Let us know what you want us to make on Taylor Kitchen. Also, check us out at tkfoodie.com. Hey there, are you a small, medium, or even a large YouTube channel that's trying to grow your following and grow the engagement from your channel? Check out vidIQ. I've been using vidIQ for a couple of years now, and they've really helped me. They give you optimal thumbnails, titles, tags, hashtags, all kinds of things to help you put out the best material on your YouTube channel, to help you grow engagement, to help you grow subscribers. So if you're interested to see what vidIQ can do for you, click that link below to get started. Okay, so to plate up your kofta, I have some arugula, some little baby arugula, and so in the absence of, like some mint and some parsley and things like that I would love, love, love to add to this, I'm going to use my arugula instead. And then all I need to do is place a kofta on this and just drizzle it with this beautiful, fresh, yogurty sauce, and that will also act as a nice dressing for the arugula that I put down. I mean, look at that plate. That looks tremendously delicious to me. All right, let's give it a little taste. Just need to get a little bite. You can pull it off the skewer if you want, but I want to make sure I get some of that sauce on there. Wow. I say that a lot, wow. Those Middle Eastern flavors in there, I'm absolutely loving them. You can taste the cinnamon, you can taste the garlic powder. The mint gives off a nice fresh vibe. And you've got the mint in the sauce too, which the freshness of the sauce with that savoriness of this kofta, just the perfect pairing. Perfect pairing. And it's really quick, really easy, especially have one of these little George Foreman style grills. Came together so quickly, cooked very quickly. So great weeknight meal. Your family is gonna love this. You gotta check out the easy recipe. It's on tkfoodie.com.